Nobody brings you better coverage of the teams you're passionate about than these guys.
Try some more.
This is DJ and PK on 97.5, the KSL Sports Zone.
The KSL Sports Zone and Beehive Meals are honoring people that impact youth sports in our communities. Nominate the youth sports volunteer you know for the Beehive Meals Hero of the Week at kslsports.com/contest. Question of the morning, USA Today listing the starting prices for all of Notre Dame's games this season. The BYU game tops the list at $564, followed by the Miami game at $493. What is your limit? Andrew, $50 per person. LOL. Andrew knows that's going to be low for college football.
That might get you into the tailgate.
Yeah. Scotty says, $250, buy the tickets day of, and I bet you get in. He's going to wait them out. He thinks the prices are going to crash.
In this particular game? Mm-hmm. I don't know about that. I've done...
Day of?
Yeah.
Have you ever waited till the game started and watched the prices crash, even if you missed the start of the game? Because that's really when they crash.
Not games, but I did it one time to a concert. And the guy was asking for like $300. Mm-hmm. And I said, I give you $50. And he looked at me. And I was by myself. I was on a road trip. Mm-hmm. And I said, okay, I'll be standing over here.
Yeah, that's the exact line Jay used.
and I'll wait. And sure enough, the concert was supposed to start at 8 or whatever. And it was like 15 minutes later. And the guy comes over to me, okay. And then I'm notorious for not carrying a lot of cash. Mm-hmm. And I honestly had no idea what I had in my wallet. And I look in there, I got like $10. I said, well, come with me over to the ATM. So he did. Mm-hmm. And I got the $50, gave it to him. And then the performer took about 15 minutes to get out. So as I'm walking in, 7th row.
They're just starting?
Mm-hmm. So I missed nothing.
Nice.
Yeah. It was dark.
Mm-hmm.
They dim the lights when the artists come out. So I've done that. I've done really close to game time. Maybe the first half inning. So I probably have. But sometimes they'll just hold. If they've made a bunch of money, they'll just wait it out, so you never really know. I don't think this BYU game, that's going to be the case, unless you want second quarter. But, what's the point of that?
Saving money and being able to afford to get in, I guess, would be the point. David says, agreed, $50.
Right, but if it's going to be that big of a deal for you, then you probably shouldn't spend the money in the first place.
Right, stay home and watch it on TV.
Yeah.
Kirk says prices are ridiculous here.
Yeah.
The Mammoth, the Salt Lake Bees, now BYU, they are pricing out the common
Well, it's
man.
Notre Dame. I don't know that it's BYU.
Because not all the Cougar games are this expensive.
Right. So, but it does cost to go to these games. Yeah, I get it. And I can sympathize greatly. I'm in a position where, if I want to go, I'm going to go within reason. But my reason is going to be, that line is going to be much higher than a lot of folks, and I'm very grateful for that. I'm sure if my parents knew some of the stuff that I spent money on, they would roll over.
Yeah.
And both of them were cremated, so they can't roll over.
Ah! Don says my season tickets total about $75 per game, including chairbacks. $564, that's just not in the budget. I've spoken to some BYU fans who are considering selling their Notre Dame tickets to fund their entire season ticket cost. Mm-hmm. What kind of loyal Cougar fan would do that? Blasphemy much?
Somebody who wants the money.
Yes,
and,
who needs it.
That's an interesting thing. Well, if you needed it, you wouldn't have been spending it on the tickets in the first place, my guess would be. Would you, if you're a BYU administration, would you rather have them sell for the Notre Dame game and then be there for every other game, or be there for the Notre Dame game?
How many administrators do you think would say, well, it depends on who they're selling to?
Well, yeah, but assuming you're going to sell them to a non-BYU fan.
To an Irish fan?
Well, of course. If you're selling them to a BYU fan, then the question is not applicable. I wouldn't have said that. If you're going to sell it to
They can totally live with that.
A friendly, then yeah. And how much does that really matter? There'll be a significant amount of Notre Dame fans because there always are.
They have their ways.
Yeah, and they're just...
And Cougar fans will sell.
So, but you'll have, even if it's 50-50, isn't that enough? I mean, I've been on the road with BYU plenty of times, and they're greatly outnumbered, but if they make a play, you hear them.
It's significant, right?
And it actually fires up the...
Home fans.
Not the home fans. I'm talking about the players, the BYU players.
The Cougar players hear it. Absolutely.
You hear them talking about it all the time, especially guys who are not Latter-day Saints and haven't been exposed to it, and then they go to...
They've transferred in
literally all parts of the country. I've been with these guys, and they come in, and Retzlaff used to talk about it all the time. It's a home game wherever we go. He's literally said that multiple times because he was the quarterback and he was being interviewed after every game. He talked about it at the SMU game. Yeah, I mean, and when they had the missionaries come marching down, it was a procession. It was like the 24th of July parade, and there's looked like thousands, probably 200 maybe, but it just looked like it was a big army, and we're outside there, and it's over by who's the one stud that at SMU they got years ago is the statue of him. So we're all out there, and they hear these missionaries come, and they're in the missionary garb, and the SMU people are blown away. They're talking about. I can hear them. I'm standing right there. I hear one guy says, "Man, they all look alike." Is it Sammy Ball?
Yeah.
So they got a big statue of him, and it's outside the stadium. It's really cool, kind of like a fountain area, and so that fires up the crowd. So the point being that there'll be enough Notre Dame fans in there, irregardless, to fire them up, the Notre Dame folk. But there'll be BYU people. Then you try to outshout the other team's fans, and so either way. But I find it fascinating that it's the BYU game is higher priced than the Miami game.
That is surprising.
The Miami game is in South Bend. I'm about 95% sure. So is it people from this side of the country thinking, hey, if I'm from California, northern or southern, that I get to see Notre Dame, and it's a shorter trip. I don't have to go all the way to South Bend or, all those ACC games that they play or whomever, wherever. And so here it's, an hour plus flight, and so it'll save on the transportation costs, will be cheaper, whatever it might be. And so they're just figuring, I'm going. This is my chance. And if I got to pay $400 a ticket, I'm going to do it. Because it could be like the only time I'm going to do it. I couldn't afford it every week.
No,
but
yeah,
one
I
time
get it.
Maybe.
But for Irish fans who are saying, hey, I live wherever and I get to pick off one game, for a lot of fans, this will be the close one. Their other road games are Purdue, which is in the state of Indiana. They go to North Carolina and Syracuse. So it's the only time that they're coming west.
Right.
Usually they'd have a USC or a Stanford game every year, but
I think Stanford is keeping the deal, and this is a C's year.
Right. This would be the year to go to L.A.
Yeah.
Stanford's going back to South Bend. So to your point, if you're anywhere on the western side of the country, this is the more convenient game. So maybe that's helping drive things up.
That's the only reason why I could think of, because, Miami's a national program, and they're obviously
they're coming off a big year.
Restored what they've been able to do in the past a little bit. That is something, though. That price is way up there. I do cringe after I have to pay over $200 for a concert. I've done it a few times.
But it turns the stomach a little bit. What are we doing here?
Somehow it's easier to do it now that I've gotten older. Mm-hmm. Because the reality is I've got fewer days ahead of me than I have behind.
Mm-hmm.
And, they say...
Why not? You're going to make If it brings you joy and you're going to make a memory and you got the money.
And for me, I do it because it's 2 hours I don't think about other stuff. And I tend to think about other stuff outside of working hours, except when I'm playing for golf. And then I'm worried about the shot and then screaming at myself and having a good one. So golf and concerts are the stuff that really takes my mind off other stuff.
You were making birdies yesterday. You were feeling it. Dialed in.
River Oaks plays to my strength because it's nice and short. And my age and all, we play for the Whites in the men's league. So I've got a shot there. But I think I spoke with the Eagles the other day, and those are 300. That's about my limit. The problem with me is that when it comes to golf, times 2. Because there ain't no way she's letting me play Pebble Beach by myself.
You're just going to have to do it. You're just going to have to. When you think you're going to retire, like work an extra month and then just take that money and just go to Pebble Beach and do it.
We'll see.
Yeah.
We'll see what comes down the pike as far as that goes. If it's there, can't take it with you.
I have a friend who lives here, and he went to school at Cal Poly, and he's got a college buddy who's got a birthday with ends in a 0 or a 5. I forget which one it is. And so the wife, for the birthday gift, got him the guy's golf trip, and they're going to go play Pebble and Spyglass. It's apparently the second time they've done it. So put it for some special occasion, write it off to that. Don't spend money on other gifts or whatever you would for that occasion. Somehow that seems to minimize the – you just got to turn your head and pay the money.
I know. That's what my wife will
do.
do. Oh, it's for Father's Day. It's like October. No, it's not.
It's your Christmas gift to each other. We're going to Pebble and we're playing.
I know.
And then just don't buy other stuff for Christmas.
Yeah, but then it doesn't work.
Because then she buys some. Well, I just want you to have something.
You got to have something for Christmas morning. You got to have something. But you don't.
We've done that before. I know exactly how it works.
I don't.
We weren't getting anything, and now you got me something.
I don't concoct reasons. If I'm going to buy it, I'm going to buy it. It's not. I'm not going to attach it to some distant
birthday.
holiday or a special occasion. That seems so silly, because then if I can afford to do that, then I could probably afford a pair of pants.
So wait for football season to end. You'll hit your birthday and Christmas and just go do it.
Or as El Capitan would say, pantalones.
That's great Spanish, PK.
I had a little bit of Spanish for a while, but a lot of it's gone away. Circumstances in my life changed.